Welcome again to Joe Stunner Boxing. Since Saturday and the Fury debacle against Ngannou, a lot of the Fury fanboys who I suppose are not even worth bothering with. I mean, you could say, why are you making a video then? But I just want to point something out. A lot of them have gone to their usual default setting, which is AJ, 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 Joshua, Joshua, Joshua. That's all they seem to talk about. And Frank Warren is one of the worst for this, you know. And Fury himself, of course, talks extensively about Joshua. I don't know why. Look, whatever you say about Joshua, and I have made videos stating again and again that, as far as I'm concerned, I never thought he was necessarily the best heavyweight in the world. When he was undefeated, I thought it was either, him or Fury, possibly Wilder. But of course, as things have gone on and these people haven't fought each other, or at least Fury hasn't fought AJ, my opinion of him has dipped. Not as a person. I don't know him as a person. I don't care about him as a person. But as a fighter, yeah, of course it's dipped. He got chinned by Ruiz. He lost twice to Usyk. I don't think there's any shame. I mean, in that, he reversed the defeat to Ruiz, albeit in a very sort of safety-first manner. And he went 24 rounds. The distance twice with Usyk, who is a brilliant, what I believe they call a generational talent. That seems to be the phrase these days. But look, the thing about Joshua is, as low as his confidence is, and as damaged goods as he may be, he's still fighting. He fights. This year, he's had 2 fights. And, modest opposition. I mean, Jermaine Franklin's half decent, probably B-level fighter. Probably won't be a champion, but he might beat a few contenders along the way. He's not a bad fighter. Then you had the fast with Helenius, and Dillian White testing positive, and then Helenius came in at the 11th hour and tested positive afterwards. So, well, what a joke that particular event was. But that's not Joshua's fault. And now he's talking about, well, I want a fight in December. I want to have 3 fights in 2022. And also. He, despite being damaged goods and probably knowing that his confidence isn't as high as it should be, or once was, certainly, and knowing that he has, chinks in the armour which have been exposed, he's still fighting and he's taking less money. And okay, you can say the man is, vastly wealthy, which he most certainly is. He can afford to fill out arenas instead of stadiums, or in the case of, I think, at least one of the last 2 fights, not sell out an arena. So yes, his popularity has dipped, but is he hiding? No, he's not. He's fighting. He's saying, I want to fight. I'm training. He goes to America, trains with Derek James. He comes when Derek James isn't around. He's with Ben Davison doing some, whatever they're doing. He wants to fight. He's not hiding under a rock. He's not crawling away and hiding, behind the sofa and tell me when they've all stopped making fun of me and no. He's facing it. And yeah, he had the meltdown in the ring, a second Usyk fight. At the end of that, he was, made a bit of a tit of himself. But he's a human being. We do things like this. Fury got humiliated against Ngannou, even though he eked out a points victory. Does that mean he's a crap fighter? No, I mean, we've all made fun of him, but, it doesn't diminish his previous achievements against Wilder and Klitschko, although Fury's career, if you look at it, I mean, he has, since the 3rd Wilder fight, he's fought, a very chinny and previously chinned Dillian White, who two fights previous to facing Fury had been knocked flat by Povetkin. Okay, he got revenge, but he went in with Fury, and it was actually the same uppercut, wasn't it, that did him? Then he fought a totally shot Derek Chisora, and then he had what he thought was the easiest of gigs for the most money against Ngannou, and he nearly lost. Whereas Joshua, yeah, okay, I'm on the ropes, figuratively and literally at some point, but I'm gonna fight on. I'm gonna show you what I'm made of. I respect that. I've always respected, even though I never thought he's necessarily the best heavyweight in the world, I've always respected the way Joshua's done his business, the way he's gone about, wanting to fight and being consistent and, picking up the belts and doing his mandatories and so on and so forth. Even though he's a flawed heavyweight, again, figuratively and literally, I respect that. He's not running. He's facing the public. He's saying, yeah, my popularity has dipped. I'm getting less money. Far fewer people are turning out to see me, but so what? I'm going to maximise my potential. I'm going to do things, and yeah, full of doubts, no doubt, absolutely. Self-esteem, maybe even his identity. I've spoken about this in previous videos. His identity seems to be, you know, questioned in his mind. He second guesses himself so much. He constantly looks for affirmation. He constantly looks for blessings from all sorts of people, from advice. I've got to be told precisely what to do, and then I'll go out and do it. And very often, there's too many cooks spoiling the broth. He's getting all this sort of advice, and he doesn't know what to do. But he fights on, and I can respect that. I can respect that, and he doesn't duck anyone. I mean, I know that there's the Wilder thing, and yeah, but don't forget when they were both undefeated, Wilder turned down $110 million to fight Joshua, or rather his team did. And I'm not saying Wilder's scared of him. I'm not saying that at all. But his team turned it down. Okay, I think Joshua would have faced Wilder. I think Wilder would have faced Joshua as well. But he hasn't really ducked anyone, Joshua, and I respect that. I respect the way he goes about business. Okay. So am I right or wrong? Leave your comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the like button and spread the word about Joe Stunner Boxing. AJ, what do you think of him? Finished? But I'm talking about his attitude. Tell me what you think. And yeah, speak to you soon. Bye for now.